right, everybody. Tomorrow, March 9th, is patch day for Dauntless. And with this patch, season 3 of Gauntlet goes live. And we have 3 new cells coming and 2 new modifiers. And from what I can tell, these modifiers are going to be on most of the fights in the Gauntlet this season, which is going to affect a lot of people's playstyle going into Gauntlet. So the first modifier is push and pull, which gives you a constant 5% life steal, but you constantly take damage the entire time. So you're going to be able to keep your health topped off pretty well with that, but you're going to be taking these hits of damage even outside of combat. So it's going to be very essential, even if you're not going for times, to jump to the next behemoth as quickly as possible. The other modifier is exhaustion, which gives you 50% more damage when you're at max health. But if you're missing even 1 hit point, you're going to be reduced to 50% of your normal damage. These are some interesting modifiers and are really going to shake up the meta for Gauntlet, I feel like. A lot of guilds were probably using Revenant builds, and this is going to shift more towards Discipline and Iceborne builds. So interesting things to see there. All right, and the first new cell to talk about is Earth. This one is going to give you a on-hit effect. If you have over 200 shields, it's going to detonate all of your shields. At rank 3, it does damage equal to 200% of your shields, and at rank 6, it does damage equal to 400% of your shields. But also at rank 6, it gives you back 100 shields. This is going to be interesting to play around with, maybe with Bastion and some other stuff. I could see going into Gauntlet with a team loaded out with shield builds running this. Could make for some interesting fun, because that 100 shield you get back at rank 6, with something like Guardian's going to give shields to everybody, so you could get some pretty rapid explosions going on if everybody was rocking +6 Earth. Something to play around with for sure. And the next cell to talk about is Water. After dodging through an attack, you become immune to stagger, as well as mitigating damage based off of the rank. At rank 3, it mitigates 30% of the damage, and at rank 6, mitigates 100% of the damage. Now, this effect lasts until the next attack within 45 seconds. This could be really interesting for newer players that are playing Hammer or Axe, being able to finish your combo attacks after a dodge, or lining up a big combo with one of the slower weapons after you land a dodge. I think I might actually play around with this with Hammer a little bit to see how viable it could be, but this was probably the weakest of the 3 cells. And the most interesting new cell coming out is Fire, and this is one I'm going to definitely be playing around with, probably the first one I pick up actually. You gain at rank 3, 10% attack speed, as well as 15% movement speed. And at rank 6, you gain 20% attack speed and 30% movement speed. This could be fun to play around with Tempest. At least that's the first thing I want to go to until you see the second part. When you hit a behemoth with a weapon, you lose health equal to 3% of your max health at rank 3 and 5% of your max health at rank 6. So with the faster weapons, you're probably not going to be able to outpace this with Iceborne or even Parasitic, or maybe not even with both of them stacked together. But the slower weapons like Axe and Hammer, this might actually work out pretty well, giving you a pretty sizable attack speed bonus, a lot of movement speed for gap closing. So this could be pretty fun to play around with those weapons, to do some testing on it and to see how viable this is. We already came from having a lot of attack speed builds using reuse, so this will be another take on that. So I've already got some ideas of how to use Fire with my current Axe build. So it'll be interesting to see if these are fun cells to play around with, or if they're just too much headache to work with. But the biggest news of this patch, and the one thing you guys have all been waiting for, is banked XP limit increase is happening March 9th. Now, the downside of this one is you're going to have to clear heroic escalations to get the currency to get these bonus levels of banked XP. So if you haven't already been clearing heroic escalations, I would start working on finding a group of people to do heroic escalations with. I know I'm going to have to get some of the people in the guild together and get started on these right away. I don't know how many heroic escalation currencies I have saved up. Hopefully enough to finish this up. If not, I will be doing heroic escalations every single week until this is done, because I need to get this done desperately. And the last thing coming with this update is the return of the Silver Sword questline. That's going to be March 9th through March 30th. I definitely recommend everybody trying to get this quest done if you have the time to get it done. I know I did not get it done last time, and I'm going to try to finish it off this time because I'm really interested to play around with the Silver Sword and this new shield cell that they're releasing with Gauntlet Season 3. So if you guys are still looking for a guild that actively does Gauntlet, we are still recruiting for people to help us compete in Gauntlet Season 3. As always, I will leave a link in the video description and the comment section down below for my social link, and that will include a link to our Discord server. Just hop in the Discord server and drop your in-game name in the Dauntless channel, and somebody will add you to the guild as soon as we get on. What are you guys most excited about in this new patch? Are you guys looking forward to one of the cells in particular, just in general Gauntlet Season 3 or the Silver Sword quest? I know most of you are probably most interested in the extra levels of banked XP. I know that's the thing I'm most excited for. And if you guys made it this far in the video and you are not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more Dauntless content. If you're a newer player to Dauntless or looking for more Dauntless content in general, I will leave a video right here for you guys to check out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.